All right, so this is end of year 4 reported in certification. Topic of course is special education and CALPADS. We'll talk about the special education program, student services, and post-secondary status. Presenting with me today is Kyron Pagulayan. We have Alex Manriquez, Matthew Clark here, as well as Marshall, which you can see. So let's go ahead and get started. So again, all our trainings are designed to build off each other. And so we have a specific training sequence. So if you're new, this is an overview of the training sequence. You should take the courses from left to right. Highlighted, of course, is end of year. It is end of year. These are the reporting and certification trainings, those specific to the data collection. We have begun with end of year advanced. That started yesterday. That's an overview of all the end of year data collection. Slyman hosted that. It's very high level and fast paced. And then we have today's training end of year 4, and we have training tomorrow for end of year 3, and either not next week because the CalPads quarterlies are next week, but the following week, I think we begin with end of year 1, 3, and 4 in earnest. End of year 2 is only going to be available in Bridge and YouTube as a recorded training. It has not changed for several years. The last changes that have been made minimize the data collection. So if you need information about end of year 2, please look to Bridge or YouTube. So the target audience, of course, is the LA-CIS and the LA-CEDS data coordinators, those who are submitting student information for our students with disabilities. And then all of our trainings have objectives. So the conclusion of today's training, we hope that you'll be able to identify key data stakeholders in preparation of the end of year 4 submission. This is part of a data leadership skill set in which we are in the background trying to develop courses for. So our first order of business, one of the things that Matthew Clark has taken the forefront on, if he's new to you, is he's helping us develop skill set courses and documentation for that. So that should be coming on your radar shortly. Then we want you to be able to perform the end of year 4 submission process based on internal schedule, right? That's in consideration of your and other staff availability. So that's project management. You have to know the CalPads reporting timelines. You have to know who's available within your LEA, kind of come up with your own plan of submission. Then you have to be able to resolve certification errors using analytical mindfulness and be able to review reports with reasonability. This is critical thinking, of course. Anyone successful submitting data to CalPads with all the difficulties and nuances is definitely an expert in critical thinking. And then we want to be able to analyze the certification reports, assess the flow of data across our ecosystems, and evaluate how to leverage the data, right? Ultimately, the reports are more than just meeting the accountability measures. We hope that the information in the reports can benefit the students. In terms of students with disabilities, we want to make sure that if they're in the least restrictive environments, they're getting the adequate services that meet their needs, right? It's not a one-size-fits-all type of thing. So, we want to find value and information out of our reports. So we'll just step through the agenda real quickly here. We always begin with an overview for reporting and certification trainings and most of our live trainings. We'll review some of the submission data. It's very similar to Fall 1, of course. Those of you who have submitted students with disabilities data since the case Mr. CalPads transition know that. We'll review the certification process, and then we'll conclude with a wrap up, just looking forward to future training and recounting some of the things that we talk about here shortly.